Okay, good morning, good morning, good morning. We got a lot to say about today. Please, TikTok, while we have you on here, make sure you go to YouTube and subscribe. Okay, we got 29 now, I believe. And, I mean, that's a good start. It's a good start, but we got to let it unleash. And you guys, I know if you're on TikTok, you guys know how it is to get followers and keep blasting it out, and people are getting annoyed like, oh my god, why do you keep telling me about this show, and what do you... Well, there's a lot going on in the show, and I want y'all to be prepared because we have always good news to say and all kinds of good stuff that make you laugh, make you like, what is he doing? But I want y'all to be a part of this, okay? Y'all are family, so go to the YouTube and subscribe right now, please. We appreciate it. There's, again, when I hit 50, every time I hit 50 subscribers more, I said always, but I haven't done it yet. We did it on Facebook. We're going to do it for YouTube. We're going to give out $50 gift cards every time we hit another 50. So if we hit this 50, we hand out a gift card, or, say we could do Cash App, PayPal, whatever.
Venmo.
So if you guys like gaming and stuff, that right there is, there you go. That's $50 that can be put to your name.
Just saying.
So, I'm gonna put your camera down just a little bit.
Okay.
So we got to get things going here. All right. Get some light in this place. All right. So you guys are just joining in. We are Sunday Morning Coffee Talk. We literally just we talk about celebrities and just gossip, and we also talk about our own lives and put it in perspective so that you guys could maybe get a hold of it and say, dang, I'm going through the same thing. You know how that is, right?
Kind of relate, if you will.
Yep. So, if you guys stick around, you'll understand that, hey, look, we're all about this right here, and we really do love having you guys as a family, but I wanted to talk about a lot of different things, okay?
Me too.
All right, why don't you start them off? Go ahead.
Start them off?
Yeah, tell them what's going on. Okay, so, we again, this is like stuff that we would talk about literally in a coffee shop, and we're hanging out. This is it.
Yeah. Okay, so I can honestly say we both have had a week this week, right?
Yeah.
All right, so yesterday I went out with a good friend of ours, Amanda. We had lunch, had a good time. Then we went to Walmart. We were literally on the conversation about feeling nostalgic about certain things, about how we grew up and how the Gen Z generation's growing up right now and how easy they have it right now.
Snow days.
Yeah, snow days. Perfect example, right? Where it's just barely any snow on the ground, or they're calling for some bad weather and they're already at school and they dismiss early. Like, we didn't have that growing up.
Yeah,
we literally had to walk to our bus stop.
Oh, yeah, okay, I was gonna say, but mine, if I did not walk to the rest of to the school, exactly, I would have been in trouble by my mom.
Yeah.
Myself, because I like to try to skip school. Sometimes it wasn't even a skipping school, because I wanted to go to school, but I would get caught up with Saved by the Bell or something.
And then you missed the bus.
Yeah, and we had to walk, like, it was a stretch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially in my middle school. My elementary, it was like it picked me up right at the door, but I was in a neighborhood. So I guess if you live in a big house, so that might be our thing, is that we didn't live in these big houses and still do not live in these big houses.
But anyways, we were talking about that, and then all of a sudden, I'm sure a lot of people on my TikTok know what I'm talking about, where they have those things where you can make pre-snowballs and then the bricks for your fort.
Oh, yeah.
Them things, they had them in freaking Walmart yesterday, and I seen it. It was only like $5 or $6, and I'm like, this right here, perfect example. We didn't have any of that growing up. We used our hands. We didn't come inside until we were pretty much glued to the base.
I wanted to pack it myself.
Like, that's what we did.
I hate the loose snow and stuff like that, because the loose snow is actually where. Yeah, that's where it hits me. I'd be like, oh, so...
You get mad. Yeah. Yeah, like they have the thing for you where you can make your snowballs for your snowball fight, and then also another like piece of it where you can make the bricks for your snow fort.
Yeah, I mean it's cool, I guess, but at the same time, it's like
it's a cool idea, but at the same time, it's like no.
But
we didn't have that.
What could be our new thing that we came up with? I'm wondering that too. Is that see? You're saying that Gen Z's came up with that. Am I correct?
No, that's not what I was saying. What I was saying was basically they have it easier than we did.
Because I'm pretty sure we probably made that.
We probably did.
We probably said we want something different because that's what we do as millennials. That's literally what we do.
And I agree with that, but I'm just saying like they have it easier than we did. We didn't have.
But we created that. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, we created that. We probably did. And then a whole other thing. What else did we see in Walmart? The Dunkaroos. Now we had Dunkaroos growing up, and that was like a treat when you had that in our house. Like that was like a whole treat idea.
I know people make fun of us for stuff that we did like the different coloring to food and stuff like that. Like slime time.
The slime time, the purple and green ketchup.
Yeah.
All that different stuff. Like that was our generation. It's like, why would you want that? I'm like, it was.
We don't know. It was literally because of Slime Time Live. That's that kind of like. It was like the coloration on TV, and you're like, oh, that looks cool, you know.
Yeah, and you just wanted to go to Nickelodeon Studio to get slime.
Oh, I heard it's like really bad. Like you can't get it out of your clothes and stuff. So
yeah, but it's a memory. It's a memory. And now I was looking, like Googling the Nickelodeon Studio from back in the 90s, growing up to now, and it's all worn down and shut down, and it's just a regular old building now. Worn down. That's sad. Made me sad.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of things that again we grew up, so it's like we had the best time of our life growing up. But the kids nowadays, like, you kind of want them to see what you was watching and stuff, because I know even older movies and older things that I used to do, I'm trying to find it so then I can get the kids to watch it, get the kids involved with it, because I know there's a lot of things that I learned from that stuff. I mean, I picked it up and I was like, oh, this is perfect. Like, that's what I needed.
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, it was just that whole thing. And then we got on the conversation about now we know how it feels, what our parents were saying. Well, back in my day.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh.
And again, we didn't want to hear that then.
No, and now it's like, oh.
And no, for us, it's so. And now you know what the work life is like.
What work life?
Work life. I don't want it. You know how it feels to be a grown up.
I don't want an adult.
Okay.
It goes back to that one TikTok. I no longer wish to adult. If you need me, I will be in my fluff.
For real.
But yeah, I just.
So with that said, there is some new things that are coming out, and I know your kids are gonna love it, especially like Evelyn and maybe Adriana.
Okay. What?
And I know you will. So, and I can't wait, because as soon as it comes out, I'm gonna try to watch it first, because that's what I do. No. And then y'all didn't notice that? Y'all didn't see that was a thing?
What?
Just like the Ice Age now. Ice Age came on with the movie on
Wild something.
Yeah.
Disney Plus.
So it's like that weasel.
Yeah, the Wild Adventures of, what's his name?
I can't remember
something. I can't remember, but yeah.
And that's the first thing I have to say, even if I don't watch it. Oh, that is a really good movie. It just makes her mad. You watch it without me?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I didn't know that she wanted to watch that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna say it.
What?
The Proud Family.
I've seen that.
It's coming out for a movie, like a full-on movie, and the graphics are great. It's all brand new, but hey, it looks like it's gonna be a good one. She, Proud Family. What was Penny?
Yes.
Penny Proud is the one that's like main character, and she is definitely growing up right now. It's like, was it prom or something that she's?
Oh.
Yep.
Yes, I did see that, because I seen a TikTok where someone went into Target and there was a whole bunch of Proud Family merchandise, and I was
now
like,
you know why.
huh? So no, I looked it up and I was like, they're coming out with a movie. What?
Yeah.
Are you serious? Like, yes. And my girls are actually into the Proud Family right now. They're watching the reruns on Disney Plus. So.
Yep. And it looks like season 4 of All American is coming out.
I
Did
still
you see
haven't
the? Have you
finished
seen?
season 3.
Well, have you seen the trailer for this thing?
Mm-mm.
It looks really good. You might be a part of it. You might have to really sit down and rewatch some stuff. I know a lot of people. They're going into the I can't remember what that show is called on Netflix right now, but it's the last season of why can I not remember that thing? Ozark.
Oh, this is.
Yeah, it's
only 4 seasons.
yeah, it's gonna be our last season, and you know I stopped at like season 2, maybe 3 or something like that.
Well,
But
haven't watched it,
I
so.
used to be really in depth with it. I don't know, like once you stop a season, you have to be back in the season itself to
Yeah.
like sit down and want to watch it, you know.
Yeah.
But
You
that
are.
might be a thing.
Hmm.
I'm just saying.
Oh, and speaking of new movies coming out, they don't have a date yet, but we are going to go see it. Mortal Kombat 2. They said it is a go.
Okay, so Mortal Kombat, the first one that they just came out with, it was good.
It was good.
It wasn't my movie when I grew up, Mortal Kombat.
It's more of like a backstory. If you
I don't
will.
know what they thought. You know, they put Sub-Zero as like the main character that's whipping people up. That's only in my fantasy because I like playing Mortal Kombat and that's who I choose.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't. Liu Kang is the one that you should be terrified of. Like he
true.
was the guy.
That is true.
They made him look like a pansy in that movie.
Oh.
That's not
That's not how it
not
goes.
really how it went, bud.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, so I guess that's cool. Yeah, why not?
Well, I guess he don't want to go see it, so me and my son.
No, I'll go see it. I mean, give me a couple
They
beers.
they just don't have a set date yet, but it is in the works. It is happening.
You don't have a set date because of COVID or what?
No, because they still have to get the the director and all.
It is, yeah. That one is
other
a
actors.
tougher one to do because there's a lot of graphics that need to be
Yeah.
replaced with that.
Yeah, so they're still trying to get all the agreements back from everyone. So the actors, the director, all that good stuff.
Okay.
So, but
I got a quick riddle for you. I was
Uh-oh.
thinking about this.
I hate riddles. Okay, go ahead.
How many, let's say this right. How many pairs did Moses take on the ark?
How many pairs?
Yeah, you know, animals.
How many pairs? 2. Pairs. Pairs, 2. I don't know. How many?
None. He wasn't even on the ark. Noah was. So, my girl, Doja Cat, is the rapper of the in XXL.
What?
No, I'm not joking, man. She makes some hits. Like,
Yeah, she has.
good hits. And I was making a hit yesterday. And
Oh boy, here we go.
that's probably why my eyes look so bright, because I was up all last night. Yes, I like to take on the challenge of what programs can I get for free. And there's this $250 program. It's called AutoTune. And literally what it does is correct your voice. Remember I told you I had to change my computers. Okay? Well, now they have this thing. It's an iLock. I use it for, you know, my Fruit Loops and my Cubase. When you have Cubase Pro and all that, you have to have an iLock. It's a little thumbnail drive. But now AutoTune's on it. That is a pain in the butt. So I was looking for all the different cracks, and you know, a crack is a sequence of coding, and I was trying to look for the right one. It looks like everyone has got me because it won't come on my computer. So every time I try to code something, I can't get it. But I was trying to make a hit yesterday, and again, it's been tough because when you switch computers, there's so much that you have to do to get your stuff back. My last one crashed out. It was really old. I was running a Windows 8 and made it a Windows 10 at some point, and then it just said, "Done."
Yeah, Amanda was like, "How long has he had that thing?"
So since I think it was, I seen a receipt the other day. It was like 2010 or 11, I believe.
If it was 2011,
So that's like
10,
literally
that's 11 years.
No, that's going on. No, it'd be 12 years. It would be. It would be about 12 to.
Then it was before 2010.
No. If
Yes,
it was
because
2010.
Evelyn was born 2010. She is 11.
No, she's going to be 12.
Did she? I
Come
forget.
on, guy.
It's a new year. Sorry,
Yeah, she just told me that her daughter is not gonna be 16 this year. What?
No, I did not.
What if you were saying this? Well, what do you do about the car situation? Guess who just paid off her car? Guess who can get another car at this time and day and give that one to her daughter? She's like, oh, look at the light bulb. Do you guys see the light bulb?
Bing. And you know what? She is. You know what? That is a good idea. But no.
That's what I want to.
Car payment.
That's what I want to do with my son. Because by the time next year I probably will pay it off. And here, son, he's gonna hate me for that.
Oh yeah.
He hates hand-me-downs, and my hand-me-downs are good stuff.
Adriana would actually
If you seen my first car, like what? Thing didn't have power steering. It was cool. I give it that. It was cool. It was a what was it? 4-speed, 5-speed? I don't remember. It was definitely like an older. It was 1988. I said older, 1988. It was an older vehicle. Why I say that is because I was when I was born. Like why did I say older vehicle like that, like in the antique? But it was a really good truck. It was a low rider joint, and I loved it to the max. Put the speakers and everything, and you put the speakers in those cars, and you can't hear not a lick of music that's actually going on, but everyone else outside, they can hear. Cause Pit My Ride was back then. Like,
oh yeah,
I wanted to do that. I wanted everybody to see screens in the back of the car and all.
And have your game system in the car, all that.
Yeah, it looked cool.
It looked cool.
Reality of it, that stuff wasn't even true. But that's what I wanted to do, man. Like that was it. So, speaking of which, I have a thing because now, we normally sit down and we're going to break this down probably in, looks like, less than 40 minutes a day instead of an hour. But, let's say this, okay, because on the internet, right now, this is bugging me. Right now, I don't know if someone knows. There is this thing on the internet. We usually sit down and we talk about a letter that's been sent. We had a couple letters this time, but it wasn't like what we really wanted. So I'm going to bring in something because I think this is very interesting.
Okay.
I've been through the situation somewhat, but I've handled it so many different ways than what internet is saying. But I get it in a way.
Okay.
So your complexion, let's say you would understand this more than me because we're different.
Yeah. Okay.
2 peas in a pot.
That's right.
So, there was this guy that, well, it was a female that was writing, okay?
Okay.
The female said that she was dating this guy, and they were in a good relationship, and they just kind of broke it off, but twist of it is, they had a baby. Okay? So, in the mix, they had a baby, and then he moved on. I mean, the things break apart, you move on.
Right.
Then he finds another woman. He does tell her, hey, I do have a kid on the way. We broke it off. It was cordial and everything is cool, but we broke it off, and I just want you to know. So, now he's dating a woman, and he has a baby on the way.
Okay. The
baby comes. She realizes after working, because she's, I guess, working 2 jobs or so, and she's working. She now has to take care of the baby. Now that's a different responsibility. Okay? She can't do it by herself, and which is understandable.
Right.
Different ways to support you on that. she does not want the baby to come out of the house. That's why I said the complexion. Here it is. Because not white babies. White babies can just go out at any time, at any point in place, whatever. You know, just put a little jacket on, whatever, and just let them go. That's literally how white people act, most of us. And your complexion, they probably do not do that. They say no. They can't go out for the first, 6 months.
Yeah,
They're, you know, some baby moms, they support their child, and they go out there and they literally make their babies into trophy babies. But that's a different side of the story too.
Mm-hmm.
So again, it's only some of us that think that babies should be in the house for at least 3 months to 6 months. Something in that line. They're too young. You know what I'm saying? They're too new.
Yeah.
So she's asking her baby dad, her old boyfriend, can you come over and help me with the baby?
Mm-hmm.
Stay the night. Watch the baby. Help me watch the baby. So, how do you feel about this situation? How would you handle it? Because again, he wants help and she understands, but would you let your boyfriend or baby dad, or not your baby dad, but your boyfriend, go over there and support her? And why or why not?
Okay. It depends. Okay, so it depends on how well their relationship is going. Can you really, basically, do you feel like you can trust him, or
There's the word.
Yeah, can you really feel like you can really trust him?
Mm-hmm.
Point blank.
So you'll let your boyfriend go over there. Is what you're saying?
If I trusted him, yeah. Gotta take care of the baby.
Normally, it's not about trusting him.
Just trusting her.
Yeah, I mean, she's literally, it's going to be middle of the night, so she can come in. Maybe she is working or whatever. She's not there. But what days that maybe the work went slow that night and they sent her home early, she's dripping wet down the shower, and she got the robe on, the silk robes. He's going to see her different types of ways. Just saying, just throw it out there. Because she's doing that. She's the one that you don't trust.
Yeah.
I say, well, if I gotta help you, I'm bringing the girlfriend over too. I mean, what are you talking about?
Huh. There you go.
Are you kidding me? So she can't come, then I guess I'm sending my brother Joe Mo over there to help you, because I can't do it. Even though I want to support you, what do you want me to do? That's the only thing you can do.
That is true.
I'm not going over without, okay? And I mean, let's see how that really works out. And me saying for you to come over and wait, why is she over here? Do you want help or do you not? I mean, what is it? Because, I mean, there is different ways to support you, but you don't want the baby out. I say either doing that or let me bring the baby over, or you know what I'm saying, when you go to work, just drop him off. Mm-hmm. Him or her off. I think that works too. Yeah. So, because trust me, when you had that baby mom, she is not the one to be trusted. It's usually the girls is not the one to be trusted. And Hollywood, they always make it look like it's different than that. It's really not. At the end of the day, men are stupid when it comes to this, because we see boobs, we look. Oh my goodness, dang, did you lose weight in the right places? No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
No.
And in temptation, who, me? You worry about this baby? Hold on. Be the real indication of a dad of the year right there, bud. Gotta love it. Now, for real though, for women, it's a little different. I've seen this, and this is crazy, but this is for real. Here's how men and women differ, okay?
Okay.
So, you got to take it into consideration. If a woman is she's 25, Okay, young, nice. She goes and she's on the beach. She's asking questions like smash or pass to like 12-year-old, 15-year-olds. That looks okay, I guess. For whatever reason, this is I guess it's because it's a fantasy of.
I guess.
Right. But if a grown man that's 25 goes up and asks 15 to 12-year-old girls smash or pass. Now, and you know, saying because this is TikTok right there at finest.
That is TikTok right there.
They're asking, they're trying to do a smash or pass, and what it means is, would you have sex with me, or would you just throw me to the side? Smash or pass. Now, again, woman that's 25, she asked for.
That's okay.
That's okay, whatever. It's just like a teacher. A teacher, it's not like, how do you rape a boy? Doesn't work. But for a man to do it to a woman, say that she's like 12 or 15 or whatever, reality of it is, oh, he's a pedophile. He's a pervert. He's, child molester. That's literally how this works, okay? I don't know how that goes about, but men and women, it's not really that equality, is it? So, if you understand that literally it comes down to it, that the mix of Hollywood and your reality is based on whatever it is that you want it to be based on. You can't just throw that out there and just say, oh, I'm going to do whatever Hollywood wanted me to do. Maybe change that up and change your thoughts. Make an effort. I think we should.
I think so too.
So that's my input about that. Okay, I think it's really cool. Kobe Bryant recognized because they put the statue of him and his daughter in the place where the helicopter crashed.
That broke my heart.
It did, and again, I don't know how the Simpsons put that in play. I don't get it at all.
Well, it's the same thing with Trump being president.
Speaking of Trump being president, this is funny.
Oh, Lord.
No, for real.
Okay.
This is funny. Okay, so Kanye West is apparently going around telling people in parties that Pete Davidson, which is Kim Kardashian's new boyfriend, and that is Kanye West's ex-wife, because I don't know if they got divorced or not, but they're separated, okay?
They did.
Yeah, so they have multiple kids. And
4.
Exactly, 4. Getting that many times table, that's 17 kids. So,
Oh, wait. Okay, so how is that? I know you're trying to say this, but how is that 17 kids and my 3 is 15?
3 15, 4 17, and 5 is 22. It's hard to explain that math, but the math of it is, if you have those kids, you'll know what we're saying. Literally, you're raising a zoo at 5. But let's say this, okay?
Sorry.
Yeah. So, let's say this. So they're all in a relationship here, and they're trying to be cordial, but not Kanye West. He has problems.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes around at parties and he just says whatever he wants. That's medical condition, I guess. And he says that Pete Davidson has AIDS. So everyone's asking him, "Do you have AIDS?" And that's when it kind of hit, and you realize the rumor started with it because Pete Davidson, they've always been arguing back and forth on the low key. But did you see how many times Pete Davidson has this red Trump hat? Okay, he goes on talk shows and he's like, "I bet you Kanye West is gonna love this," and he always pulls it out right at the end and he puts it on, and it says, "Make Kanye 2006 again." Bro. That right there, that's what I'm saying. There has been so much back and forth. That's why we know that it's just Kanye West tripping again. I mean, and he's right though. 2006 Kanye West, man, I was loving his music.
Yes.
And Through the Wire, like this
that was my song. I love that song.
All the Graduation, that whole album was on point. He's not gonna make another one. He's living in in arenas and churches. I don't know what he's doing. You see his little cot that he has in the cathedral.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, he has a little cot. His house is a cathedral. I don't understand what he's doing, but at the same time, do I want to know? I don't.
No.
No. You know, best of the best, I guess, with what he does, but
What does he do?
no. He's I would give him that. He's the fashion.
Okay, yeah.
No. The new fashion. I'm not sure if he's like getting ready for space, because it's like those shoes are not it. Which case there is a new TikTok trend with the Uggs. The Ugg boots, you know, the older ones.
I love my Ugg boots.
Well, now they want to cut. You got to cut them, and then do the seam, and put that around so that you got Ugg shoes. New TikTok trend.
I haven't seen it.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, I'm on the wrong side of TikTok.
There's actually a lot of different TikTok. You ever see the one where it's like your man? It's like you got every time you throw yourself over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done that one.
It's literally like what we did when we were kids or whatever. But it's like as soon as someone you want to say something, express yourself, we just yell on a pillow. I mean, we yell like, oh my god, or you could just throw yourself, like toss it. You look like
Adriana does that. She literally throws herself.
Yeah. And it's funny stuff like that, man. That's what gets the trend started. God knows why.
No, speaking of TikTok trends, there's one going around now, with Super Bowl coming up, everybody, woo! So the TikTok trend is basically parents cooking, and they're saying that, oh, kids watching the game, once that beat drops, they're gonna know who their parents are. Bruh, my kids already know how I am. Your son already knows how you are. They know who Snoop Dogg is. They know Mary J. Blige.
I don't know what you mean by that.
What do you mean?
Are you calling me like out there? Like, why are you calling me out? Like, man, we listen to classical around here, but
oh my god. Anyways,
we listen to that soul music.
We do listen to soul music, but I'm talking about Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige. Like, they know who they are.
I don't even drink in front of my kid. What are you saying? I am very no. I am very, very pretentious about everything that I do around my kid. And if you don't think that, then you don't know this white man right here.
Okay, anyways, moving on. Okay, so that's the trend on TikTok. And what I was
Me and his mother has trained him well. We do not let him listen to that rap stuff. No, sir.
Okay, moving on. Back to Mary J.
You knew how we are.
Exactly.
Turn that joint up. Let's go.
What are you doing? Why'd you change it?
Daddy, what's that smell around here? That ain't even me, bud.
No.
That's not me.
No.
Oh, what that is? That's pine tree. Why does it smell like pine trees all the time here? Daddy, let me taste some of that. What is that? Is it Crown Royal? I like it. No. You better not.
No. So, back to Mary J. Blige.
One time at band camp.
Will you let me talk? Good Lord. Mary J. Blige. So basically they're talking about which songs everybody's going to pick, that type of thing. You can only pick one song. Apparently, Mary J. Blige is leaning towards Family Affair.
I think she's leaning towards what she did on the commercial, because that's what Dr. Dre is going to make her do.
Yeah.
No, for real, because there's a time slot and you only can choose one, because there's like 4 different artists. 4 or 5? Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, Eminem, Mary J. Blige, and Kendrick Lamar. 5.
So 5, yeah. Yeah.
So, I gotta say something, okay?
What?
Because, and again, it's not really a picking thing on her half, but I gotta say, Tom Brady is another one that's retiring. Actually, he already retired, just like Ben Roethlisberger. 2 big Hall of Fames are going down. Now, you gotta think about this. Tom Brady is now he's like 42, 43.
Yep.
That's insane. Like I'm gonna say congrats, because he is a GOAT. I would say that. I don't want to tell that to a lot of people, because But
I mean,
he
you're
does
pretty
it's true though. I mean, Ben Roethlisberger too. He's obviously one of the greatest. But just losing another person and putting another gap in the plays.
much-
Like
That's not
the
what they
plays.
do.
What okay? So what I'm saying is the gaps in the play. Let me say it right. They have a gap that they could put another. Like you could put anybody in the mix of it. So who are they looking for in the mix? It's like for us, who are we going to pick up? It looks like we might even have Green Bay. What is his name? Aaron Rodgers might be one of ours that we might pick up because he wants to go off. And then Juju Smith-Schuster, he decides that he's trying to go to the Chiefs. So who will be in the Super Bowl? Is it going to be San Francisco and Chiefs, or is it going to be San Francisco, LA? Who's going to win the day? So you got to have. I think it's going to be LA and
Chiefs.
Is it no? No, it might be a rerun. Now that I'm like looking at it, because I would say it would be LA and San Francisco, but it might be a rerun because San Francisco has to beat out Chiefs and Bengals today, and San Francisco and LA or is it how's that I can't remember how that went. No. It's LA and Bengals today at 3:30, and then at 6 it's San Francisco and I just said their name. I'm saying their names and I can't think of it, but today is going to be the day that we find out who's going to go to the Super Bowl. So who do you think is going to go to the Super Bowl?
He said Chiefs and 49ers.
Yeah, San Francisco. So there it is. That's who I think. That's literally who I think is going to go to the Super Bowl.
Agreed.
I think that's where it's going to be. It's going to be like a replay, but it could be LA. They could actually come out because they've pulled stuff out of nowhere, just like when they did with Tom Brady. Like, how did they pull that game off? We don't know. Last weekend was tough games, so
I'm still mad.
That's what's going to happen. I mean, it might be a rerun. Might see something.
We might.
Oh well. Guys, have you seen your kids' report cards? They have came out, and I'm proud of my son.
I have not seen my 3 yet because I tried to. Yeah. That's what I don't
Tyler's
understand.
360, bro.
Yes, that's what I want to talk
Stop
about.
it.
Okay, so
just give me a report card.
Yeah, basically, it's not hard. They were emailing out report cards. Then apparently, our kids' schools sent out emails to all the parents saying that they were going to stop doing that. So then you had to do the Tyler 360 app and sign in. That's how you get the report card. Tell me why when I try to sign in, it locked me out. I can't do nothing. So,
yep.
There's
That's how
that.
it works. So, I mean, it is what it is. But, man, I'm not a joke, man. I'm gonna say it though. My son, like, I'm so proud of him. Whatever, he's been putting up with a lot of stuff, and I know kids nowadays are going through stuff. So as parents, we have to figure that out.
Yeah.
Understand that, like, they're going through something. They might not tell you all the time, but they are going through some stuff, and whether you like it or not, you have to be able to just jump to the punches, man. Like, understand them, and even when they yell at you or whatever, you gotta understand why they're yelling at you. So, if you can do that, you might be a good parent. Don't listen to everybody and their aunt, uncle, again, especially when they're not even going through the stuff that you're going through, or they don't have the same suggestions as you whenever you're going through something. Think about that.
Yeah, that is true. But speaking on that, there was something that I wanted to ask you. And basically, if, TikTok, y'all are watching, I want to know a male perspective of this. Okay? So, men sharing mental health. There is this TikTok that I seen where celebrities. Okay, so Kanye had a mental breakdown, started crying. They made a meme. People made a meme, made fun of him.
They do Will Smith too.
Well, yeah. Hold on, I'm getting.
No, go ahead.
Then there's Will Smith, where his wife was telling him she had an affair on like live TV, crying, made a meme out of that. And then there's another one. Justin Bieber's another one, crying.
Well, because The Weeknd, I mean...
Yeah.
If you guys know the backstory and then now know that The Weeknd is the king. Like, he is the GOAT when it comes to pop music. Like, yeah. That's a whole thing.
So basically, and then on the bottom it was, and people wonder why men don't want to share their mental problems.
Well, because men need to be strong.
Well, yes, that's my point is that they don't want to share their mental stuff. They need to be strong.
Can they be sensitive? Should they be able to be sensitive? Is what you're saying? What you're bringing up there?
No, what I'm saying is that when men do share, their issues or share emotions or anything like that publicly, they get made fun of for it.
Let me say this. Just in general, public eye, you guys, listen. This is funny, but it is what it is. When you actually are winning, you have haters.
Mm-hmm.
Point blank. You're not winning. That's why you don't have haters. You're not winning. You're not doing whatever it is that you're supposed to be doing. And half the time, you're probably the person that, if you're old enough, you go to work, you come home, you go to happy hour. I mean, you go to roll up your joint. I mean, you're not actually doing what you're supposed to be doing. And you know that you're that person. You sit on your phone and whatever, and you're just like, well, I'm just going to watch this one Netflix movie or one episode on Hulu or whatever. I'm going to watch a couple YouTube. I'm going to watch a couple TikToks. Guys, how many times have you done that to yourself? I'm going to watch this one more TikTok. Ends up being one more hour of TikToking. Like, what are you doing? It's because you're not actually winning, and you know that you're not. You just haven't put yourself up to doing what you're supposed to be doing. If you're that person, then you don't know what we're talking about. You have haters when you are on the up and up.
Yep.
That's why they are doing this. And for men, no, the public eye, they don't want to have, because this is another one of those things. For women and men, okay? It's, like I said on the beach, but for women and men, this is how it works. Do you want to see your man cry?
I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing a man cry.
No, you don't want to see your man cry. Let's point it. Let's stop the crap. Okay, let's rake this out of your body.
I don't want to see him cry.
No, and if you're upset, do you want him to be that sensitive that he's crying on your shoulder too? You guys are crying together. Not talking about someone dies this way. I'm talking just in general, like just a bona fide sissy.
That no.
Okay, so he's that sensitive, always crying all the time, and even if he's not crying, he's just moping about things.
Yeah,
no. So you don't want to take care of that. But men, we're like exhausted, and we're like probably saying something under our breath, but we don't care. It's fine. Just you go ahead. You cry. You gotta do what you gotta do, and we cater to our woman. That's what real men do. Bite her tongue, cater to a woman, because we know that you have feelings. But for women to do that for guys, it's a different story, and you guys know it.
Well, yes, but I know if you're really going through something, I want to be there for you.
Boy, go in the bathroom, cry it out, do what you gotta do. Or go to work. Get up and go to work. Do some push-ups, stop crying. That's what public needs to see. And that's what you're coming from is they have haters because the public eye, they don't want men to cry. They want men to just be these macho, arrogant. Literally, it's like for women, you don't want men to be arrogant and super macho and whatever. You want them to be big, sensitive, but not too sensitive, and it's always a twist of, in reality of it, as us being Americans, we have to be either right or left about something.
Mm-hmm.
There is no in between. There is no real reality to it. It's either I'm going to be this or I'm going to be that. And if you don't agree with what I'm saying, then you're wrong.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
There isn't.
And for men and women, like that's literally 9 times out of 10, the worst thing in a relationship is that you can't compromise. You can't agree with anything. You have to either be one way or the other. So.
But I just wanted to.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. Like,
wanted to implement. I never thought of it
it's
that
going
way.
to be there. It's going to be nonstop. People are going to poke at you because you're the person that they want to be, or they. And again, you got to think about this. If you are that person, like you are the GOAT, whatever it is that you do, or maybe you're just trying something new, you're starting new music, you're starting to write stuff down, and we're starting a show. There's going to be somebody that just says, "Oh my goodness, like why are they still doing this?" Or why are
nobody watches you. Or...
There you go. Or they're going to make fun of anything that they can with us, like what our teeth look like, what our smile look like, what our eyes look like. Is our hair back the right way? Is our clothes matching? We don't like it's what it is. At the end of the day, it's comical for me because I've been doing stuff like this for a long time, been in the public eye for a long time. So if you got to do that, then you can do that. Please do it. I need something to pull myself together because every day is a blessing or a lesson, and sometimes I mix those together. That's why I'm able to give you guys morals and tips about a lot of stuff because I've been through it. Literally hell and back.
Yep. Sorry, y'all. Back to what I was saying last week, where I was going to be making more Black History Month merch. Sorry, I have to take this one off. I got to show you the one that I made for this week. Yes.
Get it, girl.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Oh, there's more clothes.
Yeah, more clothes. What do you think this was? This ain't no rated R. What you mean? Okay, so here is the front.
You pushed me?
Yeah, I pushed you. This is the front of the shirt. I'm going to stand up real quick. See? And then the back. What does it say on the back? What?
You pushed me out the chair.
You just spit in my face. Go up.
Ronald.
Yeah, that is.
This is like the opposite of a wedgie. Just pull that shirt down.
Just stretch my shirt. Oh my god!
See? Look at that.
What is you doing? Stop stretching out my shirt.
See?
See? Okay.
Pretty.
Look,
She looks pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Guys,
Okay.
you missed it. She literally just like tossed me out my chair so then she could show you her shirt.
Yep. And then I got Lonic design. That is my name.
I'm glad you got your name out there and all
Yeah.
that. And that is my name.
That is my name.
Like she didn't smudge me. I'm like, what are you doing?
I just went like that. That's all. Tough love, baby.
Well, I thought she was gonna do it again.
Tough love. Tough love. It's okay.
I knocked out of my chair. Like
It's okay. It's okay. But yes. So I am going to be coming out with more shirts. I told y'all one every week. So
I got a question.
What?
I do like your shirts. And like, how much were those? Did you ever say that?
yeah, the hoodies are $20, and long sleeve shirts or custom short sleeve shirts are $15.
And thanks to you guys, she doesn't make anything for me anymore because she's too busy with your stuff.
So thank you.
No, I'm proud of you, honestly.
Oh, thank you.
Question. Oh, this one right here. I don't. I get so mad when they bring up the kids and stuff. But a kid in Ohio, like it was Northwest Ohio.
Okay.
It's funny, but it's like, what would you do scenario?
Okay.
What would you do if your kid came home? Again, this is all about listening and understanding your kid, so you gotta start trusting. What would you do if your kid came home and said that, like, say that she's like 9 years old, and she said that there was a teacher that after I threw my waffle and breakfast away in the trash, the teacher forced me to get that waffle back out, sit down, and eat that because we're not wasting food here.
I'm sorry, what?
So you understand that your 9-year-old could be making up a story, or do you listen to your 9-year-old? That's why I said you got to start listening to your kids.
I listen.
Because a lot of us do not. That never happened. They made you eat out the trash. Well, not exactly, but exactly. Like, she said for the kid, the cafeteria lady and the teacher sat her down. They said, no, what are you doing? And they picked the waffle out, wiped it off, and said, no, you're sitting there. And they sat down there for like, I don't know, let's say 40 minutes. Because, they would have never caught this woman or the cafeteria lady if it wasn't for surveillance cameras. The surveillance got her, and now they was able to get something done, crack that. It probably won't come out for about another year or so, but the surveillance cameras caught her, and the cafeteria lady putting her down, literally forcefully, just saying, sit down. They wiped it off, they put a napkin down, and they said, I want you to eat that waffle.
I'm sorry, what?
So even after, again, you would be at one point like mad because you just seen that, but you would also be like terrified if you seen the actual footage of it. Like you heard from your daughter or your son that happened. Because I know me, I'd be like, are you kidding me? Because I'm going to school and I'm going to say something, but you know that the teacher it's going to be the 9-year-old versus the teacher. Yeah. That's what's going to be. But in a day, if you seen the surveillance camera, like you actually seen, like just spot on what really just happened, and you see the teacher digging out the trash can, giving it to your 9-year-old, what do you do? Because I'm terrible. Like I'm not a person that waits for the cops and do all that. I'm just not. I'm beating you up. If you're a woman, I'm getting a woman beat you up, which my baby mom would have no problem doing that. So,
you know what I would do?
Mm-hmm.
First, or before I would go up to the school or whatever, my 9-year-old would tell me this. And I would say, okay, now I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to ask you right now. Are you telling the truth? I believe what you're saying, but are you telling the truth? Because at this point in time, I'm going up to that school, and if I find out you're lying, you're going to be in trouble.
Yep.
I do that first, and then I read my kid when I say that. Yep, I read my kid. That's how, see what they do. And if I can tell when my kids aren't lying. So they have little quirks or P's and Q's, whatever.
Mine too.
Yeah, so when they don't do those, I know they're telling the truth. And I'm like, they say, no, Mommy, I'm telling the truth. Okay. I call the school. I go up there. I talk to them. I say, well, you guys have surveillance cameras in the cafeteria, right?
And they know they don't want to show you
that.
You have to get a lawyer to get that camera feed, or a cop involved with the camera feed.
Exactly. But first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask, and they're going to say, well, we can't do that. I'm like, okay. I call the police station. I get a cop, and we need to see this footage right now.
I was gonna say, if I seen the footage and I know it, like I'm already mad.
Mm-hmm.
But if I seen the footage, like I'm jumping over tables, like
that's crazy.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Not only are you fired, you're getting your butt whooped. Like
I'm suing
now.
the school.
See, you're doing that suing thing. I'm just busting that butt, and you're going to jail. Like I don't know what the cops are going to do. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. But I'm gonna go ahead and beat you up right now. And if you want to see me in jail too, I guess that's what we're gonna happen because
that's the only time I would.
Yeah, like that's not gonna happen. If you do something to my child like that, like you out your mind, bro. You made a meat from the trash can.
Yeah. Well, I actually.
What is Ohio State doing? Not the college, okay? Because that's where I went to. But I'm saying in general, there was an elementary school.
Well, and that's the thing. It happens everywhere. Like what was it? The private school that my sister went, well, both me and my sister went to, they, I guess all the other kids were getting rowdy in the cafeteria, and the teacher told them that Y'all need to sit down, don't move, don't do nothing. And my sister, you know, I think it was a napkin or something that fell on the floor. She went to go pick it up and, you know, set it on the table when she could go in. The teacher made her stand up in the corner and eat her lunch because all she did was just pick up a napkin, a trash.
Yeah, sometimes they try to parent. And again, I know as teachers, it can be hard because you have to parent. But again,
not like that.
Some things are just a little sick and twisted.
Yep.
Pay attention to your kids. Understand what they're really saying and what they're trying to say because stuff is really happening out here. If you don't believe me, go find it. It's there. And if you have kids, you know what we're saying. There is really ignorant stuff that just happens.
Yep. Like, what was it? I had a situation, not like that, but similar with Adriana in her elementary school. I go up there and talk to the teacher and the principal.
Yeah, there's some offsetting stuff that you're like, what are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
The other day you said something funny, and I probably mentioned this, but it's still funny to me. It said the bus driver drives to Walmart at the end of, I guess, the end of his shift or beginning. I don't know.
Okay, so what he's talking about. I was off that day. I can't remember why, but the girls had come home, and Jeremiah wasn't home yet. I was like, where's Jeremiah? And usually Jeremiah comes home before Evelyn does. Evelyn was already home. She said, oh, I don't know, Mommy, but I heard over the intercom the bus driver said that there was a bus that forgot a kid at the school, so they had to turn around and go back. I was like, okay. So he finally comes home, like probably 20 minutes later, and I was like, why are you so late? He's like, well, my bus forgot a kid at school, so they had to turn around and go back. And then he decided he had to use the bathroom, so he stopped at Walmart. I was like, stop!
See how crazy this sounds.
Rewind! I said, say what? He was like, I guess he had to go to the bathroom because he had to stop at Walmart. I was like, so all you kids were on the bus.
It was just him.
He was like, no, there were still other kids.
No, he told me.
He said it was just him?
it was just him. He said no. He dropped the kids off, whatever, and he said it was just him. So he was the only one on the bus.
So okay, and you know, like God forbid something happens to my kid.
Yeah.
See?
Just hire anybody.
I did not know that part. I think he didn't. He told me there were other kids on the bus, so I wouldn't.
Yeah. No, he was the only one that. No, rules on the bus go round and round. Stop. Let's go to a field trip. Walmart bathroom. I got a good tinkle.
I know exactly why he didn't tell me that, because he knew I would flip.
See, I laugh about it. I mean, this is an old situation, but yeah, you see how the anger and frustration.
Yeah.
The light bulbs.
I'm calling the school board tomorrow.
Yeah. So, toxic household family.
Yes. Yeah, I want to talk about that. So we've kind of touched that subject a little bit back, you know, how we grew up and trying to break those old habits kind of thing. So I want to touch on this because I've seen a few TikTok videos about this one particular family. It was a black household where you hear the mom just yelling. She's like, I'm tired of this and that. And then the kid yelling back at the mom. And then the mom's like, oh, no. You need to shut up and listen to what I got to say. I'm tired of me asking y'all to do something and you don't do it. And there's a lot of backlash from older generations where they're like, that's a mom that's just tired. She goes to work all day. She asks her kids to just do, keep the house clean. And the house is not clean by the time she comes home. She's tired. And then there's a younger generation where it's like, no, that's just toxic. You don't live in that type of household. Like, what is that? And I'm reading the comments, and I'm just in the middle of it. I see both sides, but at the same time, I'm like, okay.
But what I'm just saying is why would you just say black families though? Is that's what
That's
think?
that.
Because that was the same thing for me.
Well, I know that.
Literally what you just said. I was like, wait a minute.
Well, yeah. But the thing of it is, this particular story that's going on TikTok is a black household family. It's a black family.
Because if I act up, man, I get a controller thrown in my head.
Right. Like
Whatever
the controller, whatever they had in hand, wooden spoon, like all of it. But that's like the older generation are like, she's just tired. She's a sick and tired mom. That's just it.
Yeah,
you just need to get over it.
Literally 24/7.
Right. Same. Like. And then the younger generation is like, no, that's toxic. That's abuse. Da, 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 da.
No. She comes home and I didn't clean. My brother and I, we did not clean or did what we were supposed to. Like, literally, my mom worked 12-hour shifts in and day out, and we lived like an hour away from home. Or we lived an hour away from her job. My fault. And so that's 2-hour conversion right there. That's 14 hours that we didn't actually get to see her. We call her. She didn't want to hear her mouth. So, at the end of the day, if you did not have
the
house clean, and if you can make dinner at any point in time, please go and do that, because she wants to come home. She has a couple hours of sleep. Think about it. So how many hours? That's 10 hours that you gotta slow yourself down and try to get yourself in line or whatever. We didn't really have TV like that. It is what it is. The 3 channels that we had, and it was just the whole morality, like, just, you knew that she was upset, and it wasn't that she was upset with you, just her life. My dad, was in the picture later, but at the same time, if you both parents, it doesn't matter if you have 1 or 2. At this point, they yell at you. It's because you didn't do anything that you're supposed to do, and sometimes it wasn't you. And that might be what they're saying, is that maybe it's that the parents just come home and yell, like nonstop, constant yell, and that could feel toxic. But at the end of the day, did the kids listen? And at the end of the day, did you grow up and be who you're supposed to be?
Right.
Are you better than them? Can you say that you're better than your parents? So.
But I did look more into this particular story time, if you will, and basically that mom was, I don't want to use the word toxic, but not right in the head.
Yeah, there's a lot of like bipolar and stuff.
Yeah, it was a little bit of bipolar, and I will say this: the environment was toxic, because they would be, going to work or whatever, because she was like 18, 19 at the time, still living at home, but going to work and stuff, and their mom would like take their money.
Well, you see how I broke that apart. It's so you're right. Toxic environment, that could be a thing.
Yeah.
But it could be also that with this day in society, there's so many breakdowns of everybody has been like this. It's, I don't know what you want to say, but it's like everyone is just toxic in their own way. Sometimes you're toxic to yourself. But for this occasion, they're saying it for the mom being like just over too much, like just being the most when she comes home from, if she even has a job. So that might be a thing too. She might not even have a job in the world. Yeah. She's taking advantage of what the government has for her. And then she's yelling at her kids and nonstop whatever. It's because she needs to take her meds. And sometimes meds, they're not the best prescribed, and they can make you where you're just like exhausted and like you're fighting that not to feel that way, but it's the medicine is doing what it's supposed to do, but it's not helping your situation.
Right.
Because you're trying to fight it and try to get a hold of your kids at the same time. There could be a lot of mistakes that happen in between that mix.
Right.
So if you're that parent, we understand, but at the same time, yeah, TikTokers, they could be right. They could be right about the situation that it's a toxic environment, because you don't want to see parents hitting on kids for no reason. But at the same time, if they're acting crazy, you know yourself, you cannot say anything, because if you were in a grocery store or whatever, you seen the kid that's acting crazy and yelling and being obnoxious, ADHD level, and you find out that you're the one saying, is whose kid is this? Like, is anybody going to snatch them up? I would already beat them. It's funny how you just said that in your mind, or saying it to your friends, but if it comes to the public eye, you're not able to do it.
Yep.
You're like, oh my god, that's crazy, that's toxic. Think about what you're saying, bro. You have to do something about your situations. And the only way to do something about your situation, shut your mouth. You don't know what they're going through.
Right.
And if you do know what you're going through, again, shut your mouth and try to help them. Stop trying to post it up and, blog about it and stuff, because that doesn't help nobody. Trust me. I come in a family that has, they have some alcoholism in their family, and they take the person that has doing the drugs or doing the alcohol, and then you find that person right there is getting taped. And they're like, we're just going to tape them and let's see how they react or whatever. And then we're going to show them later, like, you shouldn't be drinking or doing drugs or whatever because you're acting like this. That actually hurts that person. It doesn't help them. It doesn't fix them. It takes a lot. Just like they do the, what do? You surround people or whatever. What's that called?
Intervention?
Yeah, like an intervention.
Yeah, that don't work.
Sometimes it might, but literally that works like 50% of the time. You're going to either have a fail or a bail on this one. Like
yeah, it doesn't.
It actually it could just tick that person off enough to do more.
Either that or just pretty much cut whoever did the intervention, cut them out of your life completely. Just.
Oh, that's another one for celebrities, man. Looks like, who is it? Megan Thee Stallion has cut out Nicki Minaj off of her page, and yeah, there is a way that you can mute these people on like Instagram and stuff like so. Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. You're right. And we have the new one, old rapper of the year, Doja Cat.
Why?
I don't know. I know that she does have a tough time working with women. That's a thing for her, and that could be toxic right there.
Yeah,
women working with women. Women trying to get other women friends. Toxic.
It can be toxic.
Yes, it can be. Have you ever sat there and you thought, like sometimes, especially when I'm watching like King of the Hill or something, like, I just need a couple of drinking buddies in the back of the alley. Like, that sounds great. It does. But you gotta see at the end of the day, what kind of stuff do they really put themselves through to be there in reality? Now, that's just a cartoon. For you, it could be like sisters or something. I want to get some more black friends and, sisters. I want to do that. And when it happens, do you really think you're going to be a better person or not? We don't know. It could be. It could be a good thing and it could be a bad thing.
And that's the thing. I don't want friends like exactly on the show, sisters. Like,
sometimes I do. I'd be like, I just want that type of person. But
well, yeah. But at the same time, it's like I've been watching this show and I've realized I don't really have.
I do that to so many shows. I'd be like, why don't I have that situation?
Yeah.
Like, I've been through so many situations. Why don't I have that type of friends? Or why don't I?
Right.
What's wrong with me? No, it's nothing wrong with me at all. It's that literally, people are just that you grow up. You grow up.
Yeah, you do. And that's another thing me and Amanda were talking about yesterday. Like,
sometimes it's about going to places too. Like, if you're a person that just sits in your house, you're trying to gain friends, you're not gaining friends. Like, that's not how that works. It's just like if you're in your house trapped and you're trying to find a relationship. any type of relationship at all. It doesn't work that way. You have to go out and literally go out and do stuff that you like. If it's karaoke, go to karaoke night. Go do it for yourself. You'll find people. People will find you. You will magnetize like that, literally. And then you'll know if that person is who you want to hang around, or otherwise you'll find yourself into clicking like that. And then they're like, would you like to come to my house? Or you like to do this and that? Yeah, but, and you realize you're about to say it. I'm kind of a loner. Like, you know that you just want to be by yourself. You just wanted to come out for the night. So it's good for that person to be there for the night. I hate when the people do this, but it's like you want that person there only on your times and your terms, and well, that just works out for you now, doesn't it? But
and I'm come to find out now that you say that, especially like now that you really living now, like with COVID and everything, is way different than what it used to be before COVID happened.
Oh yeah.
So it's like now I realize that a lot of people out here that say, "Oh yeah, I'm this and that," and you hang out, you guys have a good time, you have fun, and then you realize, they're about that life where they just want you around for a particular part in time, and I'm just like,
And I do say it. Do not go out for men. This is a hard one for you. Do not go out to a place that you don't actually want to go to. Some people, as men, we try to find like another girlfriend, or maybe it's men trying to find a boyfriend. It's whatever it is that you're into. But you go to a place that maybe you don't like the bowling alley, but you go to the bowling alley to find a person. Well, that person, you met them at the bowling alley. Why would you think that they don't like bowling? Right. Because at the end of the day,
not everybody's like you.
Yeah, next weekend we're gonna go do this. No, bud. We have a league, and where we bowl here every Monday, Thursday, and Friday. We're gonna do that, and we're going to continue to do that because this is what we do, and we're non-stop doing that. Don't go out there and try to find a friend. Like I said, any type of relationship, doesn't matter if you're trying to find like a love relationship or a friendship relationship. You gotta go. Yeah, you have to go to a place that you like. Go do what you like. You like laser tag, go laser tag. If you like to go do music, go doing music. You want to find somebody that just loves animals or whatever, go to a zoo. At some point in time, trust me, you will find that person. Don't be the person that, like back in the day used to be, men would wear wedding rings. Because literally, this is how it works. When you are in a relationship, psychology of this is that the women, so for men, women will love you. They're like, oh, how you doing? What are you doing?
And they want what they can't have.
That, and also women just literally want to be evil. They want to. They just want to be even though they don't want to be called aside, but they do want to be the woman that you desire on the weekend. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So think about this. That's how men used to be. They wear a wedding ring, like a band or whatever. You go to a pawn shop, get this thing, or get it from somebody, and then you're holding it up. Like you're shining a little bit. And then women will come up to you in track and be like, just let them know. Actually, this is like a scientific research. I'm just proving a point. But at the same time, if you like to go out with me or whatever, you'll find that right there might work and might not.
It's like a 50-50.
Yeah. So go do what you're trying to do, because you don't want that 50-50 reaction. Because you might even find out that they like people that are bald, or they like people that
bald or bold?
Bald, like bald.
Okay, bald.
Yeah. Gotcha. They might like people that literally is a little more chubby or something. You'd never know what someone likes until you go up and you just sometimes maybe the guy don't like a chubby woman, but he does. Just like the woman's reactions and the way that she does things. Maybe she's a singer. If she's a singer, trust me, 9 times out of 10, the man is like, oh, she is sexy. Like, I can't believe. Because you turned him on with the attraction of what you can do. So you guys are both at the place that you wanted to be at. So that means that you guys now like the same things. And there's a reason why your chemistry reaction is actually connected instead of just, well, we're just going to do whatever it is that life throws at us. And your other friends are saying, why don't you just go hang out with me and whatever. They're your friends, but sometimes they do activities that you don't do.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe again, maybe you're hanging around an area that's like a smoker crowd. You know, they're all smoking weed and just passing the joint around. And now you are in the mix of it and you're like, I don't smoke. First time for everything, buddy. So either do it or get lost. And you're mad because that girl is sexy and you just want to impress her. So you're either going to do it or you're not. But at the end of the day, let's say this. At the end of the day, you guys hook up and then she finds out you're not a smoker. You're not a drinker. Now, how does that relationship work?
How does it really work?
Because if you're not a smoker and she smokes, she's smoking in your house. And you know that you don't like that smell. If she's a drinker and you're not, vice versa. If he's a drinker and she's not and you're trying to make it work, it doesn't really work that way because party hour is party hour. And we want to have fun. So we need a partner. Like, we need a partner. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's put some music on. Let's do things that we like together. That's the whole thing. A lot of people, y'all are finding friends that are not even a part of nothing. You guys are just bonding and trying to mend something together. And it's like, that's not even two-sided tape right now. It's literally dust particles on that tape, and you're trying to mend it together. It doesn't work, bro.
Yeah, it's like mainly like
Freaking hot glue around here.
that's not a friend. That's an acquaintance.
It is acquaintance. So if you're trying to find that, cool. If you're not, don't force it. Don't do all that. It's not going to work that way.
Yes. Light bulb just went off for myself.
So, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully I can mend this thing together because my camera shut off. I guess my phone couldn't handle
All we were saying. Apparently.
But it's all good. Let's see if we can mend this together. But Sunday morning call we talk. Please go to YouTube and subscribe right now. We do appreciate it. There is going to be gift cards once we hit 50 subscribers. Go to YouTube. Sunday morning coffee. You can Google this. I'm trying to tell you, it's a real thing. We want to get all the support that we possibly can. We love you guys as family, and we hope you guys enjoy your week.
Bye, y'all.